What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the October edition of Old School RuneScape's Unluckiest Players. As always, we're checking out our Unluckiest Player submissions for the month of October in 2023. If you have something that you would like to submit to either this showcase or my Luckiest Players showcase, send it over to the email address on the screen. If you will check down below in the description, you will find all of your detailed submission instructions down there. Please follow them closely, otherwise your submission may be disqualified. Today's Unluckiest Players are brought to you by the merch store of AsukaYenOSRS. That is me. That's my merch store. You can find a link to this merch store in the description below or on the channel page of my YouTube channel. Everything in this store is handmade by yours truly and shipped to you directly from my office at home. Christmas is coming up, so make sure to check out the merch store so you can get your favorite scaper an awesome old school RuneScape themed Christmas gift. Got all kinds of stuff in there: pint glasses, beer mugs, coffee mugs, koozies, t-shirts, all kinds of cool stuff. So once again, the link to my merch store is in the description below or on the channel page of my YouTube channel. Starting our Unluckiest Players of October off is going to be Tug Me Twice. Tug Me Twice finally pulling in a baby mole, 12,286 kill count. I don't know why people go so dry for this pet. I see a lot of baby moles in this showcase video. It is absolutely ridiculous. Tug Me Twice pulling it in at just over 4 times the drop rate. Next up is Thief EXE, looking for a Magus Vestige from the Duke. No Virtus pieces either yet. 1,200 kill count, not quite 2 times the drop rate, but even still. I myself went almost 2 times the drop rate, so this was kind of a little biased for me. Thief EXE, no Magus, 1,200 KC. Next up is Sliggins, pulling a baby Chinchampa pet in, 108 million XP. That is a lot of Hunter XP, just a little over 50% of the way to 200 mil. Next up is Sir Cruz, looking for a Leviathan's Lure and only 1 piece of Virtus so far, 2,300 kill count. The Leviathan's Lure is about 1 in 768 or 1 in 7 something around that number. So over 3 times the drop rate there for Sir Cruz. Seacon Raff, also looking for a mole pet, still hasn't found this one yet, 7,500 kill count, a little over 2 times the drop rate. Actually, that is exactly 2.5 times the drop rate. Next up is Saint Bleezy. No Prince Black Dragon just yet, 9,065 kill count, 1 in 3,000 on the drop rate, a little over 3 times the drop rate. Next submission is a little bit of a joke. Ragnall pulling a bottomless compost bucket from the Hespori at 107 kill count, and then managing to pull another one back to back at 108. The Hespori does take quite a bit of time to kill, 107 kills to wait, and then might as well just pull another one right at 108. It's like the universe is making fun of you. Next up is Proun Thelron, 53 purples at the Tombs of a Masket. Now you might be thinking, that's pretty lucky. No Shadow. About 1 in 24 is your drop rate for the Tumican Shadow, depending on invocation level, but this player is doing some decent invos. So 1 in 24 is about the drop rate, almost 2 times the rate for the TOA Tumican Shadow. That is a lot of time spent. Next up is Mind Ruins. No bottomless compost bucket, 108 kill count. Meds Addict is up next, looking for a Void Waker hilt. Lots of kills, 1,824 Callisto kills, and so far, 5,000 Artio has not managed to pull in that hilt just yet. Next up is Maxed Spike Scorpia Pet. 12,259 kill count. The Scorpia Pet drop rate is 1 in 2,000. 6 times the drop rate this player had to wait to get that Scorpia Pet. King Swoop XD is up next. No Ice Quartz, 500 kill count. Now the odd thing about this is the Ice Quartz actually, or any quartz that are dropped by the DT2 bosses, actually get a little bit more common once you go over the drop rate. So seeing 500 kill count, that is over 2 times the beginning drop rate, and still hasn't managed to grab one yet. Joy Boy Kaido is up next. Noted Super Energies, always got to feature the noted pots. Hard Casket, number 62. Ironian 1337, pulling an Archer's Ring in, 804 kill count from Dagonoth Supreme. That is over 6 times the drop rate of 1 in 128. I Am Vice Tone, 6 Tacit drops, 3 Boot drops, before finally pulling in a Bandos chestplate drop at 1,507 kill count. Now for any normie account out there, this is a great collection log, but for the Iron Man, duplicates are just not what you want to see. Kyle with our next submission, pulling in a Hell Puppy at 8,875 kill count, and I personally feel this one, that is right around the kill count that I finally got my Hell Puppy, just a mere 125 kills away from 3 times the drop rate for Kyle. Very nice, congrats on grabbing that one. Humble Drum is up next, pulling a Venator Vestige in at 1,919 kill count. That is 1 KC, under 2.5 times the drop rate. Yikes, feels bad, man. The Leviathan, in my opinion, is actually the worst DT2 boss. HQ Bread is up next. Unfortunate here, 4,042 kills at the Basilisk Knights without a Basilisk Jaw. That is a 1 in 1,000 drop rate on a Slayer task, and 1 in 5,000 if you are not on a Slayer task. Holdsworth D is up next, and here's another baby mole, 11,462 KC for Holdsworth D to pull in that baby mole pet. Henkel Bruce, looking for the Noon pet at the Grotesque Guardians, hasn't found one yet, 7,000 kill count. Grumpless over at Vardorvis, no Altor Vestige, 2,000 KC, not quite at the drop rate for the Altor Vestige if you are looking at the overall drop rate. However, that is a lot of kills to not hit that 1 in 300 and something roll 3 times. Next up is Garukis. I don't know if I said that right. No pet, no Voidwaker hilt, 3,900 kill count over at Artio. Lots of kills out there in the wilderness, probably getting PK'd a lot. Feels bad, man. Next up is GastG888. Looking for the Occult Necklace from the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. 1,401 kill count. That is over 4 times the rate for that not so rare item. Fee Note coming in next, pulling in an Ancient Icon from the Phantom Muspa. 287 kill count. Now, the drop rate on this is very low at 1 in 50, but Fee Note going over 5 times the drop rate for a pretty common item. Dundee QC is our next submitter. Prince Black Dragon, pulling that pet in, 7,559 kill count. Unfortunately, still no Draconic Visage, which is a little bit over the drop rate for that, but over 2.5 times the drop rate for the Prince Black Dragon pet. Don Matt coming in next, Pet Chaos Elemental, finally pulling that one in from the Chaos Elemental itself. If you don't know, the Chaos Elemental pet from the Chaos Elemental is 1 in 300, and from the Fanatic, it is 1 in 1,000. Don Matt pulls us in at 1,353 kill count, over 4 times the drop rate for that pet. DB Steez is up next. No Zenite shards just yet. 1 in 300 for that drop rate as well. 1,225 kill count. Cute coming in next, pulling a Magus Vestige in. 2,557 kill count. That is a lot of kills. Good God. That is a few times over the drop rate. Bungalow Bob next up. Basilisk Jaw, pulling this one in at 4,287 kill count. A little over 4 times drop rate for Bob there. Boyle Shadows is our last submitter before we get into our unluckiest top 5. Pulling a Kraken pet in, 8,004 kill count. Rolling right into our top 5. These are my personal top 5 unluckiest picks for this month. If you disagree or think one of these other submissions should have been there in its place, let me know in the comment section down below why you think so. Number 5 is going to Arcs. Hydra Pet, 12,609 kill count, over 4 times the drop rate for that pet at 1 in 3,000. Hate to see it. I thought I was doing bad being there for over 4,000 kill count for a jar. This puts that to shame. Number 4, going to Hines, pulling an Abyssal Orphan in, 8,906 kill count. Dude had 92 unsired. Can you imagine 91 unsired drops, not seeing that pet, finally pulling it in on the 92nd? That is absolutely ridiculous. Number 3, going to Heavy Gim, an Altor vestige. This is the worst one I've seen so far. 4,192 kill count. If that is not at 4 times the drop rate, it is pretty close to being 4 times the overall drop rate for that vestige. I can't believe this dude could not roll the 1 in 300 and something that it is 3 times in that amount of kills. Absolutely ridiculous. Number 2 goes to General XX, pulling a Sriracha pet at 20,450 kill count, rank number 4 at the time of this submission. Almost 7 times the drop rate for that pet at 1 in 3,000. Now, that did not make number 1, and I'll tell you why. Sriracha is, or rather Sarachnis, is a pretty easy boss. It's very grindy. That's a long grind, but regardless, it's pretty easy. Not really much attention required to pay there. Number 1 goes to Daimonia K-Map. Again, Daimonia K-Map sending in an update, still hanging out at Zulrah, still no Tanzanite mutagen, now 18,906 kills, and also has gotten 2 more pet drops since the last time they submitted. Still sitting at 3 magma mutagens, 8 pets, 6 jars of swamp, no Tanzanite mutagen. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap up Old School RuneScape's Luckiest Players for the month of October in 2023. If you have something that you would like to submit, remember, send it to the email address that you see on your screen. Make sure to check the description below for all of your submission instructions. Thank you all for submitting. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.